All right, we're going just a second when everybody gets in here. Give me just a second. Let's go with Bureau. Just found some more artists though, but can't wait to get to some of these artists actually. All right, bringing up the film. If you guys are just tuning in, just give me just a second, a little bit of patience, and then we're good. Mm. Okay. All right, here we go. Like we're getting good. People started to trickle in. See, it's about close to 100 people in here. Just give it just a second before we start up this whole thing. We got a lot to talk about today. But we're mainly focused on KD and Kyrie and the Brooklyn Nets. A lot we need to talk about. Before we get going, I always like to know where you guys from, where you guys watching from, out of the country, out of the U.S., in the U.S., where you guys watching from. I'll be giving shoes away today if you wear a size. Let me see the size of these shoes. I got some 11 and a halves today. If you guys want to cop some, they're free. You'll just need to do one thing, and I'll make sure that I get these shoes out to you. Shout out to everybody that's just been supporting in the lab. Lately, we've been really growing, so it's been cool just watching everything go up. You know why we started doing these videos, and I want to make sure I continue to give just quality stuff. And I believe this stuff is pretty good. I enjoy doing it. It seems like everybody's getting something out of it. AR, Louisiana, Ottawa, New York, New Jersey, UK in the house. That's dope. South Moulton, Arkansas. Got people from all over. That's a good look. Definitely looking forward to being a good stream today. I want to make sure that not only are we just going back over stuff, but we're learning some stuff, all right? If you guys are new to the channel and you are just new, period, you never heard of In the Lab, we also have gear, or mainly if you're a fan. If you're a fan, I want to wait for the new people to become fans. I'm gonna turn you into a fan hopefully one day. But if you've been around for a while, go to inthelab.tv. We got new gear on the way. These shoes come out hopefully this week. We just got them in. We got to do some things, and we need to make sure they can go live. We got our heavy basketballs that are completely sold out, which was great. Sign up for the our mystery tee. We got something that you guys been asking for a while. Every month we'll have a new mystery tee available to purchase. Also, if you're on your computer and you're using your computer often, you're gaming on your computer, we got mouse pads. We got a hyperbolic time chamber tees that just dropped. We got a bunch of them that just came back in stores. This is the Goku one. No, this is the Vegeta one. My bad. The gray one is Vegeta. The black one is Goku. You see him floating around in midair. Right there. Gray colors. It's a dope shirt. Then also, I don't know if you guys have ever seen, but we've been doing this ball on the string for a while. This is the hoodie that we just got back in stores. A ball on the string shirt. I grabbed the wrong side. Oh, there. Ball on the string in the lab hoodie. So anyways, let's get to this work. Mind you, the basketball shoes, our in the lab kicks are coming out. These were our old ones, and new ones are coming out. The Spears, so be on the lookout for our colorway. We also have, oops, my bad. Let me switch this. This is the black yin and yang colorway, black and white. I think those are pretty dope. We got the young blood colorway. Looking really nice over here. You can see how they're kind of laced up and everything, colorway. And then we have our Spears. All right, without further ado, let's get to this film. Let's get right. Hopefully you guys are ready to learn something, pick up on something new like we always do. and just keep just keep learning every day. Every day get better, all right? So I'm going to slide this over real quick, real brief. Don't want to do that. I want to slide this one over. There we go. Separate this. So my biggest concerns are this. I'm not sold on the Brooklyn Nets, and I haven't been. The first game of the season, I was feeling it. Losing Dinwiddie is going to hurt. I really believe that losing Dinwiddie is going to hurt. However, they're still good. Sometimes they're a little bit undersized at times, but they're still good. They got Kevin Durant and Kyrie, but they have some of the questions that I worried about with Clippers last year. I worried about the Clippers and, Paul George and Kawhi. They're not necessarily great playmakers, and neither is Kyrie and Kevin Durant. Now, Kevin Durant is very unselfish, and we know just how good of a scorer that he is. But if you were, even the mix that they had, Kevin Durant, Kyrie, LeVert, and Dinwiddie, even when they had them, they all are known to put the ball in the basket more so than they are just playmaking. Now, Karis LeVert has some potential to be a really good playmaker. He just gets out of control a lot. And that's my thing with him is he Brooklyn's success is going to be heavily dependent on how LeVert grows. Because when the Kyrie and KD go out, how are they going to play? How is he going to play? Is he going to be able to be under control, lead the team, and get buckets at the same time? This is something that sometimes I just don't know with him. I can't tell with him because he looks really good sometimes and he looks really awkward. He got a pretty solid handle. He's pretty shifty, but in terms of his jumper, I just don't know. It's not all the way where I would like it to be, but he's not a bad shooter per se. The other problem is what's going to happen in the fourth quarter. How are they going to mesh in the fourth quarter, and especially when the game comes down to the line? Now, Kyrie has this thing, where he pretty much going at LeBron by saying this. I don't care what nobody says. He comes out and says, for the first time, and I'm paraphrasing, but for the first time, I look to the other side. I'm just like, he can score too. He can hit the game winner too. Pretty much talking about Kevin Durant. And for him to say for the first time, that's a dig at LeBron. I don't care what you say. He's aware of who he played with. Come on now. He played with Jason Tatum too, who was pretty good in the clutch. Pretty solid in the clutch. I mean, he played with some Kemp. I mean, no, he didn't play with Kemp. My bad. But I don't know. So it's pretty coincidental that they both missed the game winner. They both missed the game winner in the last game. But, you're going to miss some. You're going to make some and miss some, right? My thing is, why is the game so close? The game shouldn't be this close. And one of the biggest concerns that I've seen with the Brooklyn Nets is they don't defend really well. Now, when Durant decides to lock down, that they can defend really well. Kyrie is not bad on defense like people try to make him. Their rotations haven't been great, but we're going to actually watch that. We're going to see that up close after this fourth quarter. So first, let's go over the offense. They lost 2 games this week, and this is all the fourth quarter for right now. They lost to the Hawks, and they lost to the Wizards, were heavily struggling. Now they got 2 in a row to go for them. So right now we're seeing Kevin Durant go to work. He's operating off of pick and rolls and the slots. Yeah, that's pretty much a slot wing. Left hand, refusing the screen, getting a bucket. Bad help side defense, by the way. Didn't need to help off that much. Rondo whipped it right to Durant. Let me see something real quick. Hold on. Make sure we good on this end. All right, there we go. All right, we're good now. All right, let's continue on. What are your thoughts on this? What are you guys concerned? I don't think it's something to panic about, like I said in the title, but there are some concerns of what I don't know if they're gonna go this whole season without KD and Kyrie, something happening. I don't know. I could be wrong. I don't want to put some gossip out in the air. I don't know these guys like that, but for the way that Kyrie plays and some of the things that he does, he can be a little bullheaded, as good as he is. And I think that it's going to lead to people saying the same thing that they said about Westbrook, that you got KD on the wing, pass it to him. He's the best player. They're saying he's the best player in the game. And if Kyrie's taking those shots, it could be problematic. But the thing is, he's more skilled than what Westbrook was. I believe so, honestly. But even during those times, it wasn't like, Westbrook was rendered helpless. Like the year after he left, he was the MVP of the league, So Westbrook was hitting shots back then. He was getting to the bucket. He was bullying everybody. He was lightning fast. Under the screen, knocking down the three. If you were just DeAndre, you got to play up a little bit. You got to trust your help, even though Capella is playing so far behind. But you can't just let him get a free open three like that. Kyrie's that good. He can knock that down like 9 times out of 10 if you really just give it to him. So he did a good job of that time going over. You gotta get closer. And my thing is don't touch the screen. If I get hit by the screen, you gonna get hit by the screen. Because that's how close I'm gonna be to you. I'm attached. Okay, so he puts him in jail, gets to his pull-up, really sinks down, watch him sink down right there, pop up for that shot. That's how you get better balance on your pull-up jumpers. Kyrie didn't play great to start this game off, but he did start killing later. Look how they throw the double at him from, it was just because of the screen. Yeah, they're doubling hard off the screen. Correct pass he made right here. Boom. Extra pass, easy. Extra pass, 3-pointer. That's good. But the problem is, though, because I watched Cleveland and a few other teams, they had this lob option. This is not a lob option right here. So when this guy gets it, like, normally that's like a guy that can bang out. Cam Reddish wouldn't bother that at all. And they don't play two bigs at one time that often. So that could be a little bit problematic. They're gonna need to situate guys a little bit differently so that we can get those easy type buckets if they decide to take away the 3-point. So a short slip, you gotta feed them. You gotta get used to making the right play. I see why he held on to it a little bit. He's a little bit too low, and he should be over here. But you gotta make that pass now. I see what he's trying to do. But the lob pass is made nonetheless. Not mad at it. Good playmaking by Kyrie. Kyrie's the best finisher that we've ever seen. All right, off the pick. Flips the screen, comes down. John Collins playing way too far back. This pull up. I mean, that's too easy right there. No wonder they scored 144. It was like, 144 to 140 or 145 to 141? It was just nasty, bro. Did he miss that? That was hold on. He made the guy that was guarding him jump right there. Shifted him. Let me get that in slow motion because I want to see how low he got that. Also, he throws it over. That's what he did. He threw it over right here, then brought it back. Knew what he was going to do on that move. He knew what he was going to do before he did it. That was nasty, even though he missed it. Now, I pay attention to little things like this. He crosses the court, and let's count how many passes that he does. That he passed. How many times he passed the ball? And the thing is, you're going to say, well, he just scored the last 2 or whatever, right? And that's fine. But what happens is when nobody's touching the ball, everybody loses touch. Everybody loses feel. They go cold. Okay, well, there's another one, right? Meanwhile, look at this. Hits it, right? And so you know he can hit shots like this, but in the first half, those weren't dropping, but he started killing in this fourth. But you got to see things like this. So he was looking at Durant. He was calling for Durant to get the ball, and look what he did. Savage. And this is good and bad, right? It's so much fun. Oh, my gosh, John. He's about to do a windmill on the floor. Break dance. That's my guy, too. And it's cool that all this is happening. It's fun to watch. But it's gonna seem like I'm hating on Kyrie, and I'm not. I'm a super Kyrie fan, so I'm not even gonna. I'm gonna give you the real after this. We'll watch more. He shot it again. Am I crazy now? Like, this is like 5, 6 possessions where he didn't pass the ball. Not one time. Not one time. Price of admission into watching one of these streams is just click the thumbs up button for me on the video. Just click the thumbs up button on this, please. Did he shoot it again, bro? Without a pass? Hate to see Collins go down like that. But you know what, though? And just think, like, all the other guys on the court, they're just chilling. Nothing is happening. As much as we love to watch Kyrie do what he does, right? For me, this is problematic because I'm thinking later down the line, right? So now we finally get KD back. We finally get KD back in this. So one pass was made on that possession, and we go to free throw line. So there's other guys on the floor that haven't touched it for like 7, 8 possessions. Think about you in that position with those guys not touching the ball, even if you're Kevin Durant. So Kevin Durant's got it now, makes the extra pass, and Kyrie just throws it out of bounds. But you know what, though? What are they looking for? Oh, this is the duck in. This is one we talk about with Steph, right? Ducks in to go set the screen, and Joe Harris is supposed to replace. They'll get better with this type of stuff, as everything progresses, the season progresses. So not worried about that. Kyrie's got to pass it to where the guy is, not where he wants him to be. But that's Joe Harris, though. Everybody, look how everybody's scratching their head. It happens, though. You make turnovers. Chris Smith, appreciate you, bro. Thank you for the love, bro. $5, that's love. Appreciate you a lot. Gonna keep making these streams. Dang, bro. How many passes? Okay, let's see how many passes. Got 1, 2, and that's it. This may not matter to you guys, but it matters to me. Like, I pay flow and touches and everything, all this matters. This is the same thing that I was worried about with Kawhi. It's the same thing that I was worried about Kawhi. Now, I do want to take a quick break and just show you guys, I will be giving away these pairs of shoes. They're from McDonald's All-American. I have worn them one time before just to hoop in, but that's about it. But, these are McDonald's All-American shoes. And I'll be giving, these are 11.5, so I'll have a way for you guys to win this at the end of this stream, so just stay tuned. Also, these Ball on the String hoodies are on inthelab.tv, inthelab.tv, or you can just get our app. Anyway, let's get back on. Okay, see where the pass is going to come from. What are they running? Oh, he's doubling right away. So, like, Kyrie has to make this pass. You have to make this pass. It's open. You got to make it. So now you end up like he was looking at his teammates like cut or move. It was like, no, like even Kevin Durant. Look at Kevin Durant right here. He's pointing to him, pass the ball to him. It has to be made right here, right there, right there. You know that they're doubling right here. You have to make that pass. And then it's bang, bang. It's a bang, bang play. You can get an easy shot. You can build chemistry to do that type of stuff. It doesn't go to him. And then it goes back to him. And the shot goes up. He makes it too. And that's the thing about Kyrie. He's so good that he's going to be able to get away with a lot of this type of stuff. But me personally, I'd rather see him in the flow of the offense doing this type of stuff. Getting trusting teammates to touch the ball too. And it bothered me when I heard the comment where it was just like, for the first time, I looked to the other side and I could see that there's somebody else that can knock down the shot at the end of the game, right? It's like, trust your team. Trust your team. And they'll trust you back. And they'll start looking for you even more. and chemistry will be built. Like, these aren't great shots to me. They're not. They're just not great shots. He was trying to ice it, though, trying to put these fools away early. ISO at the top. There's no offense. And not, you know what? I don't blame Kyrie for that. I don't blame Kyrie for that. Not fully. I blame a lot of the coaching. That's coaching. Now, I will say this. I'll give credit to Steve Nash, because he's been running some crazy sets to start this season off. Some really nice sets. But, like, here we go. Another one. ISO. ISO, right? This is what I was worried about with them. And personally, I don't feel like they're better than the Lakers just doing this. They're not. There's way better chemistry on the Lakers. There's a lot of players. With Dinwiddie, he made that much of a difference for me, because he's so good. And they went to the playoffs without Kevin Durant and Kyrie. This fool, man, his movement is crazy, bro. Pay attention how low he is. He's like parallel to the ground, bro. His like upper body. That's crazy. He can make those type of shots. And some may say him one-on-one is better than them actually running plays. I do not agree with that, because I'd rather do more or less. See, the thing that I always worry about with Kyrie is him getting hurt. And the more that you drive, the more that you cut, the more that you do, the more contact that you receive, the higher the chance of all this stuff happening. So they end up winning this game. And I know it may sound like I'm just babbling nonsense, but like, I've been watching this stuff for years, bro. There's no question why he gets injured. For me, it's not. I'll be watching this stuff, and I worry about the same thing every year. You know why? Because I want to see him play. I want to see the best guards go at it. I love remember when he shook Steph on that one move and like a half spin or type, like a shimmy? You remember that? Like, I love that. And I'm a Steph guy, but I love when they was going at it. I'd rather him play. But the truth of the matter is, the more that you do, the more movement that you have, the more contact that you take, you're going to get injured more. And that's what I'm worried about. I'm going up seeing Durant try to bang out on people, and I'm just nervous every time. And not saying that it's a bad thing to go do that, but, I just worry about it. Just want to see him play. We're going to move on to the Washington game in the fourth quarter. Because we're not even going over the defense right now. The defense is crazy to me. Look at the score. It's 141 or 145 right now. So neither team was playing defense. But I do want to say this. Atlanta Hawks, take them serious. Healthy, they're good. They're the real deal. Okay, let's see. All right, so we're going to go to the fourth quarter of this game now. I'm going to show you why I'm worried about these dudes, man. I think it's going to be a common story all year long. Are they 500 or are they under 500 right now? I could be wrong about that, but I'm going to go to the fourth quarter. Also, something that worries me, but not worries me, but concerns me. They still haven't found a lineup in their fourth quarter. The Brooklyn Nets. This is great. He has potential to do things like this. Coming off the screen, put you in jail, lob pass, great read. Because if not, that's a skip pass to the other side to Shaman, who can shoot. So now you have to pick your poison, because he could dunk really well, he could shoot really well. Pick your poison. What's going on? Okay, there we go. So I just want to see, I don't want to see Washington. I mainly want to see Brooklyn. There we go. Westbrook he just had some moments in there. It's just like, man, you just want him to do so much better. Okay. There we go. All right, we all good now. Do you think the Wizards can make the playoffs? I think so. I think so. Especially if you get a glimpse of MVP Russ. There's no lineup. This lineup was completely different than the one in the last game against the Hawks. And to be honest with you, the Hawks should have beat them twice, I feel. It's just that Kyrie, he's just that good. Kyrie and Durant are that good. They're going to win some games while running zero offense. They're that good. They're that good. It's a good play. And then now my question is, I'm going to look at some of your comments here. What do you think about the bench now? Now that they don't have certain players, what do you think about the bench of the Nets? Love it. Honestly, I love that pull-up if he can hit it. I love it either way. I like his composure going into it, everything. It was a good play. He just missed it. Nothing to be, too hyped about. He just missed it. What's their identity? Are they a team that runs? Are they more, are they a half-court team? $2 from Kyle. Yo, Dev, how much synergy cost regular people can buy? Actually, I don't know. I don't use my own. This isn't my synergy. I use it from players that I train or guys that I work with. Which team is most concerning for Nets to upset them in Eastern Conference? Because I am afraid that a good chemistry team. I am so sure that Philadelphia can give these fools a run for their money. And we're going to see pretty soon. I think they play this week. I am so sure. You know why? Because I don't think Simmons can guard Durant, but he could challenge him. He's long enough. He's fast enough to do it. Embiid is a problem. We talked about this, right? We talked about this in another stream. We've seen the same shot going in another game. That's good. Contest. Raptors are out. Losing Serge and Gasol was a lot. They may still end up being solid, but it's a good pull. Damn, basketball looks so easy to him. All right, so we still attacking. We still attacking this guy right here. Every game, everybody's gonna attack him all year. You could bet your bottom dollar on that. Boston, no, I see the Nets still beating. We'll see what Kemba gets back, but I still see the Nets beating Boston. Milwaukee can get right with them too, because they're gonna stick that dog on Kyrie. They're gonna stick Drew Holiday. I don't think he can stop him, but he'll challenge him, and he's gonna try to give him work back. He'll wear Kyrie down offensively because he's so dang strong. I'm talking about Drew Holiday. Now, who will win that matchup? Because I'm dying to see Kyrie and Giannis. I'm dying to see that. I'm dying to see it. I don't know. It's a lot. It's a couple teams. It's not that many teams though. With Dinwiddie, I wouldn't be talking about. I'll only be talking about Philadelphia, really, personally. And the reason why I wouldn't say Giannis, because we just seen the same story before. We seen it already. I'm not tripping off of that. I'm not ready to say the Hawks yet, even though they just gave him a good run. Love to see this matchup right there, right? Still going at it. Still going at it. I still like Boston, though. There's something about those two guys out over there. Those two young guys. Good pass. That was a sniper. But sometimes he be choking, though. Excellent shooter. Bradley Beal and Westbrook didn't play great in the clutch of that game. But Bradley hit some key shots. That's too easy. But the hardest thing to do is guard. I want you guys to use this. The hardest thing to do is guard somebody when they're running straight at you. It's so hard to do. Especially like a guy like this good. It's so hard to guard a guy like that. This is a complete blow by, but I don't even blame Westbrook. Because Kyrie he ran from half court to go at him. But where the heck was the help side, though? They weren't even concerned. Nobody, were they even watching the ball? She's like, the defensive stuff on some of these teams is like amazing to me. Nobody's even looking at the ball besides Bradley Beal. Wizards 2 in a row. They might get 3 on the next one. They looking confident. I'm expecting to see more. I mean, because we saw so many Steph and Kevin Durant screens. Steph and Kevin Durant pick and rolls. I want to see what it's going to look like with Kyrie. Because certain guys just won't be able to switch. Great read by Westbrook, but terrible pass. And then Joe, He blew it up right here. What they were trying to get, you see him, you see Westbrook fronting, you don't then go cut through. He messed up the spacing on that. Hmm. The offense is too stagnant to me. I don't. I've seen. I don't like it. I don't like it sometimes. Like sometimes he runs some really good sets, and then it's just a lot of this. Like he has to shoot this. What is this? How many guards should move off ball like Steph? Dame. Dame, easy. Trey. All these dudes that can light it up, Seth. Everybody who should move off the ball. You become easy to guard when you don't move off the ball. Good question, though. Why are we counting out Heat? Heat is almost same at core last time. Philly, Boston might be a problem. That's a good point. I absolutely give you that because I did not think a fifth seed, which I'm pretty sure that the Heat were, to be in the championship. And I really don't expect them to be in there again. But I like the Heat culture. I really like the Miami Heat culture, like how they stick behind their team and how hard-nosed they are. This fool got up on that one. I'm still not, sold on the Heat. But boy, did they do a good job beating up on Giannis and them. I was sorry, bro. Then, obviously Giannis got hurt. You always wonder what would have happened, but I still think that the Heat would have got that. But we'll see. I hope they match up again this year. Can you see the Heat beating, if you're not a Miami Heat fan, can you see the Heat beating Brooklyn? It would be weird to me. Brooklyn need a 4 so KD can be the 3. Who would you put at the 4? That's not a bad point. He blocked that and then got his hand. What's the ruling on that? Because he got all ball and then he got the hand afterward.
They did not challenge, obviously.
It's going to be some good basketball games coming up soon. But I can't wait to see the Nets versus the Sixers. The biggest mistake, and it's all in hindsight now, you couldn't have called this, but like the biggest thing is like them not going with giving up whatever for Harden besides Kyrie and KD. Guys, it's so much ISO. It's so much ISO. It's so much. This isn't sustainable to me, in my opinion. It's not like for them to come out the East. Somebody just sent me something. Captain Luttrell, can we talk about how DeAndre Jordan can jump out the jump for an alley, but I get what you're saying, but not for a rebound. Yeah, we would definitely like to see him pull in even more. I want to see DeAndre Jordan do more. One could argue that Jared Allen should be playing more. It's tough. This was the play that really bothered me. So I hate to nitpick. 5 seconds in the shot clock. What's your name? Bradley Beal was mad that he didn't get the ball back right here. I don't know if you guys are watching or remember this. He was mad that he didn't get the ball. He looks at the clock like, man, come on. I'm still here. He was like, oh, shoot. Ball goes up. Westbrook holds his follow through for like 2 or 3 seconds. I always tell people, if you contest, you can't box the shooter out because you get call for a foul nowadays with how people flop. Take off. Go down the court. But look what happens. The guard is supposed to go back, and protect the rim. He stands there. Everybody's standing there. Look at this. Look, it's still he's still there. This is crazy. So the guy, Bertans or whatever his name, my bad if I said it wrong, but he has to go from right here all the way back. It's ridiculous. That was crazy. Normally, the guy who contests a shot does not get the rebound. So this is for the money right here. Ooh, that crossover was nasty.
Irving, 7 seconds left. Irving a three. No. Back tap. Durant left. Seconds left. Irving a three. No. Back tap. Durant left.
My bad.
No. Back tap.
Crossover was nasty. I can't believe Durant missed that, you guys. Was anybody as surprised as me when he missed that? And we have to go back. We have to think back now. Kyrie said it himself. It's just nice to look on the other side. I'm surprised, whatever he said, to look to the other side and see that another guy can take the game-winning shot just like he can. And they both missed it. Now, this happens. People miss game-winning shots. That's not the problem. It's just the timing of it. And then the Lakers over there just having a field day. They over there winning and stuff. It's just the time. But you know what? Chemistry also takes time. And defensive chemistry is something that they're going to need to build, which is something that I want to look at on why they're getting scored on so bad. Like, people are dropping a lot of points on them. Well, especially the Hawks. But Hawks are like, you got to kind of almost excuse that because they're a high-powered offense. Like, they get buckets, bro. Trae Young is throwing a ball off the backboard and stuff. Like, bro, what are we talking about? Let's just look at the buckets. Works better for me. Let's look at the buckets. The N1s. Look at that. Wait a minute. That's all they scored in the fourth quarter? That's crazy. Let's see what the problem is for them defensively. Keep in mind, stay tuned to the end. I'm only going for a little under an hour. I'm giving away those shoes. That's easy. But yeah, I'm not mad at that because he hasn't really been hitting. But anybody who's set normally hits more shots in the mid post. What we got? Appreciate the bread, man. Appreciate it. Ruvenal? Sorry if I said it wrong. Appreciate that, man. Let me see this. How did that turn out? All you guys are sending donations, man. That's love. Everything helps in the lab, for sure. I just can't stand Robin Lopez. Can I tell you guys a funny story about Robin Lopez? So one day, I've told this story before, but I'm hearing about, we're in high school, and I'm hearing about all these giants that we're getting ready to play against. These giants that we're getting ready to match up against, right? Let me flip the screen over for this. Oh, God, this is hilarious. We're about to play these giants, and that's Robin Lopez and Brooke Lopez. And they had Quincy Pondix. I forgot the San Joaquin Memorial. I forgot what school they played for. It was from Fresno. And so, long story short, they're like, yeah, these dudes are monsters and, 7 foot, nobody can move them. And they're just super skilled and they're the best team in the state. And like me, I'm not tripping. Like, we don't respect people before the game. We respect you after the game. That's how I was built. A lot of people nowadays, they be respecting people before the game, watching their mixtape and getting psyched out. Like, bro, nah, like. So anyways, long story short, after we heard how they hyped these fools up, I'm seeing their uncle and their dad, mom, they're all hella tall. They're super tall. They're running around the same hotel, the state champ. No, it's a tournament. And so I'm walking through the hall and cause I got a bucket of ice and I just hear, oh no, you, like just hear it all kind of like it sounded like two monsters, like play fighting or something. It was weird. So I turn the corner and I see 2 7-foot twins, Brooke Lopez and Robin Lopez. They're on the ground playing Pokemon cards. I'm like, man, we about to blow these fools out, man. I ain't worried about these fools, man. Like, sitting there playing Pokemon cards at 7 foot. It's just something about big people you just don't expect. You don't expect big people to be cold. Like, they hella big, like, hella meat on them. Like, bro, like. And another thing, you don't expect them to be playing Pokemon cards, just slamming them down on the floor and stuff. It was so weird. But that was my first time seeing those fools. And we actually didn't end up playing because the way they seeded us in the tournament, but that's my little whole story about those two. All right, let me get back to the film if I can get my keyboard to work. Synergy. This thing is going super slow today. Oh, there we go. All right. I have no clue who won the intense game of Pokemon cards that we're playing. The world may never know, bro. It was crazy though. I never seen anything like that. Cause you be thinking like 7 foot and he's like, oh man, I can't wait to block his shot or try to dunk on him. Or turns out they're like the nicest guy, and then years later, freaking Robin Lopez is fighting mascots and all kind of weird stuff. It's just like they're just weird guys. Like, all right, so we're taking a look at the defense, right? You know who made a really big difference, in my opinion, is their rookie Rui. I can't pronounce his name, but he made a really big difference. I think that he's going to be a good player. He didn't play in a few games that the Wizards play. He was out of there. Shamrock was out of there. Leaning all your weight. Let me spin you out of here. Too easy on the bucket right there. He made the difference. A couple. Oh man, I must not switched over. My bad, y'all. I'm still not switched over. He made a huge difference. That's my fault for not switching over like that. I just don't think that they take great shots. The Brooklyn Nets. Rush didn't play great. I will say that. But he did do some things right. And I'll tell you something about this guy right here. You would love to play with him. He's not a great rim protector, but he does a lot of things right. In terms of, he's actually a pretty good shooter. I don't know if y'all been watching, but he's been knocking down some shots. I like Denny too, but he's going to need some more experience points. He had a few big shots in some of the games I've been watching, but he kind of baby Kyrie a little bit on that. Nice left too. It's just too easy. There's not a lot of help. They just watch their boy just get posted up, and it was an easy layup on the inside. Like, what is that? You guys are down, not up. You guys are down. Nobody helped out.
1 minute and 15 seconds to go. Brooklyn by 1. Beal accelerate.
Why are we so late, Jeff? Look how late Jeff was on this. You got to step in there, at least give Kevin Durant a. Russ is just clogging this thing up. If Jeff Green would have been in the right spot right here, then Kevin Durant would have actually mattered. But he's get a straight line at the basket. Late game. Oh, Kevin Durant almost dropped right there. Hey. He almost dropped him right there. Late game shot blocking, late game rim protection, late game rebounding, all this stuff matters. I've been following you for about 4 years. Much love. I enjoy your scouting on upcoming ball players. Keep grinding, bro. Which team should Harden go to? My take is to stay. So that's something I want to talk about today. Appreciate you, Jarvis. And both of you guys for sending some money through. That's love. So that's that game, right? A little bit concerned about how they're playing defense, 100%. They're not guarding well. Brooklyn, they're not guarding well. You got a team that scored 144 points on them. That is not a good thing. Now, let's take a look at Houston, because my thing is John Wall is doing exactly what they thought Westbrook was going to do. He's doing exactly what they thought he was going to do. And Westbrook was doing it for parts of the season. But should they keep the team together? Should they just make a few moves and get a lot better? I don't know. But Harden looks good, man. Harden looks really good. Let's take a look at John Wall and just the way that he's getting a bucket. I think he's playing good, John. And he's actually been a lot of fun to watch. So we'll just look at his the good stuff from the day. Not the bad stuff. There are some things that bother me, but are you going to run today at Brand? No. All right, we're watching John Wall right now. Oh, you were a lot of people were worried about how John was going to come back. John Wall, James Harden, and I believe his name is Christian Wood. My bad. Christian Wood has been playing good for them. Why is this freezing so much? I got too many windows open. Why are we going over John Wall's screen? Oh. What kind of offense is this? Okay, well, I'm not tripping off that one. I don't know how good they can be, but they could make a wave. And I'm excited about John Wall, James Harden. Because John Wall is a dog, just kind of like Westbrook is too. Westbrook's a dog. Let's admit that. He's not playing very well, but he's a dog. It's playing well. It's not playing well a triple-double. Like, I'm not going to discount a triple-double. Personally, though, I'll take John Wall's current production over Russ Westbrook's, though. And I know that sounds crazy, but I would, though, personally. I'm going to go to the next game after this. Just want to look at some of his clips. I'm going to go to his next game after this and just see how the offense is working with John Wall and Harden in the game. Harden's been murdering you guys. See, those shots are the shots that we thought Westbrook was going to hit a lot more. But it ended up, like, it got so bad that Westbrook was posting up big man. You remember when he was killing Rudy Gobert? He was killing him in the post. Not even like on the outside, he was killing him in the post. This is the John Wall that we came to, to know and love. But the problem is I'm seeing this. And we think, it's cool to look at what he's doing now, but like, let's think about playoffs. Look where he's guarding them at. He didn't even think about pulling up to the three-point line. Neither one of them. And still got a downhill attack, but in the playoffs, as we all know, a lot of those lanes close up. Tough. Got that shit beat, though. Going right at people. He's still strong. He's still flexing on people. You love to see it. Harrison Barnes is a baby. He bodied him on that one. Where we at? All right, third quarter still. We're really excited about the Boogie and the Wall thing, but we'll see. Let's give Boogie some time, though. He's hitting these shots. We all know, and I did a little thing on the Academy with John Wall, he can knock down those pull-ups. By the way, I'll be giving away a free pair of shoes, 11 and a half of McDonald's All-American shoes in just a second here. Right at 48 minutes. He's hitting these shots. And this is a good sign for Houston. If I'm James Harden, I'm looking at all this stuff. Because here's the thing. James Harden may be in a situation where he goes and they're not as good as what Houston could have been. So what would that help? I don't think it will help anything. He might as well just build here. Kobe went through a similar circumstance where he was like, you know what, I want out. If y'all ain't helping me, I want out. It might happen in Houston. Kobe won a championship after that. But now I see Houston running a lot more offense instead of just ISO, which is great. All right, so let's go back. Let's backtrack a little bit. Let's look at Wall and Harden together. And what you want to look at, too, is how they're playing together. Is it chemistry there? Or are they just going ISO and it's your turn, my turn? Because if it's your turn, my turn, this is why I never thought that the Clippers are going to work. And I still don't. I still don't think that they're better than the Lakers. They can challenge them a lot better because of the rim protection. The defense isn't as good as it was last year, but Lakers are stacked, bro. All right, let's go. Results. Make threes. Make twos and ones. Okay, I'm filtering out everything, so just give me a second. Players, team, and we'll go to the fourth quarter after this. Or third quarter. Let's go to second half, see how they're doing. Period, third, fourth. That's it. Killer. Thoughts on the Pelicans? That's another team that I plan on looking at. All right, so Harden and John Wall are in the game together. Let's see what they're running, see what type of offense they're going into. Okay, a little drag screen, faking it, throwing the lob, good chemistry there. He pushed them definitely. Dang, you should be wanting that. Another reason to stay motivated, because Christian he didn't get drafted like 2 or 3 years ago. Harden and Wall find people. That's 2 lobs in a row. They both could pass. A lot of people don't remember Harden at OKC was the playmaker. Durant was the playmaker. So nothing there. Right now, I don't see chemistry with the 2, which is what you want to see. But let's keep watching though. Dimey. Love to see the lob passes though. He has a lob threat. He used to have Capella. We stopped seeing as many lobs because he didn't have anybody to throw it to. And I thought that was stupid. All right. Like to see that. Harden posting up. A high-low type. It's almost a high-low. I'm cool with that. But made Buddy Hill a little midget down there. No point, no offense to anybody. Maybe a midget. So they're finding this dude. This is why, you're going to see a lot of this with James Wiseman, who's doing a good job over there in Golden State. ISO. Let's see. This is me just kind of viewing into seeing how things are going. Ball goes to Harden. Are you going to drag it? Nope, nothing. ISO. What are we calling for? Skip pass over here. Hey, almost snatched his draws off. Then we result in the ISO. I think Silas is the coach here, huh? I could be wrong about that. Who's the coach? Who's the coach for Houston? They low-key have a good squad. You gotta think about this. They're small though. That's the only problem. They have Harden, Eric Gordon, who could be pretty good. Christian. He's definitely seeming like a basketball player to me. You have John Wall, Boogie Cousins, who, give him some time. Maybe he can get back to close to what he used to be. Who knows? They got some potential. We seen what Daniel House means. Oh, little man. Little man. Look how he clears his space. Gordon Hayward, big bodies. Bagley's dad went to Twitter, I believe. I don't know if it was fake or not. But he went to Twitter, was like, trade my son, please. Boogie's taking on the role. You know what? Let me just set a bunch of screens. Coming off that. Okay, that's nice. That's nice. I didn't get nothing out of it, though. That pick and roll right there should have went bang, bang. Right into Cousins. They're playing the zone, though. Yeah, they're playing the zone. Not great chemistry on that one, though. Not great. They moved the ball, but it wasn't great. That wasn't a great possession. They ended up taking a contested shot out of it. One more. Oh, dang. He got bounced, bro. That was long and bouncy dunk. I don't know. Should they stay? Should they keep this squad together? This is when they came back in the 4. It was a really good game. Jeez, man. It's like the Spider-Man meme with these two. With Fox and John Wall. They're not good enough to win a championship. I'm not looking at Houston and thinking okay, they're playing good together though. I'm not looking at Houston like, dang, they're gonna beat the Lakers. I'm not looking at Houston like, okay, for sure, better than the Clippers. Hell, I don't even know if they're better than Golden State or Denver. They might be better than Denver. Who's gonna guard Jokic though? That's gonna be the problem. I'm missing Harden hit the pocket, the roll man. I'm so happy that he's playing with a guy. I would love it if he stayed. But I know in Harden's situation, he's tried it in Houston for so long. Can you blame him if he tried to find another team? Fool's hella good, too. What does... Somebody asks, what do I think that they need? What does Houston need? I don't know. What do they need? They got some guys that play really hard. I don't think that they're long enough. Small ball is cool, but I don't know if they're long enough. They got a big. He's kind of light. Maybe they just need a better bench. Because normally Houston doesn't run. They don't play their bench. With D'Antoni, he wasn't playing his bench. Anyways, let me give away these shoes real quick. I'm going to cut this off. With this real quick. I don't know. If Boogie comes out and just starts killing, that would be a really good thing for them. Such a good question that you asked. Because I don't know. Can I get out of here, please? All right, anyways. Let me give away these shoes real quick. So, in order to win the shoes, what you're going to have to do, I want you to text. Text stream to 310-359-0521. The first person to do it will get these 11 in the house right here. 11 in the house. All right. Delete it. Gotta delete it. All right. Text stream to 310-359-0521. And then the first person to do it wins a pair of kicks. STREAM. If you spell it with two E's, we're not going to respond to you. Not going to respond to you. But anyways, follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Twitter. It's Dev in the Lab. Dev in the Lab on Instagram and Twitter. We'll start posting there pretty soon on Instagram. And I got some videos that I'm planning out on YouTube. Also, I'm not done on Twitch. So if you follow me on Twitch, I'll make sure you're going to see some things that's going to happen on Twitch pretty soon with the NBA, Marcellus Howard. So make sure to follow Marcellus Howard also. These are the McDonald's shoes that I'm giving away. Got them from the McDonald's All-American. I wore them one time. They're 11 and a half. Text stream, STREAM, and we'll give it away to the first person. If you're watching, please give a like. Before you head out, just hit the thumbs up button on this stream. I'm going to continue to make these videos nonstop for you. I look forward to growing with you guys. If you're watching for the first time, subscribe to the In the Lab streams, to the In the Lab film breakdowns, and I'll get to you guys soon. Same time tomorrow, 12 o'clock, every day, Monday through Friday. Same time, 12 o'clock, and I'll see you guys on the next one.